We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid, clever, but it's not enough. You better really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on that. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the Jeep. Watch him do it. We survived outside, y'all, from the music.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos first down. The Broncos at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Bombers.
Off the play fake, Nix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Throwing Nix. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Julian McLaughlin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Raiders 0. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And now Smith going to change the play. Throwing now is Geno. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Snowball. Hey, here we go. Sunday. Tuesday.
Now Geno. That's to Bowers once again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves it with a 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
That think plays like that will give them some confidence, something sorely needed going against this unit.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, we're going to Oz. Hey, it's a clip. Tuesday.
Gino down to throw. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 58.
Now it's Smith. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite work it in. And now it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this will be taken at the 13. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for the Broncos score. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
21-0 our score after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession when they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hey, here we go, Sunday. 53.
Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Raider first down, 17 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
13 next. Catch left.
From the gun, here's Smith. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Hey, we go. 13 next.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Back to throw now on first down. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
At the 24-yard line.
Second down and a yard. It looks like they'll move things around here. Gino going to hand it to Genty. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Smith. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
No ball. We don't leave. Finish it. Daytona.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Raiders 7.
Dropping a minute, but can't stir it no more. Riding the wave, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to be a bitch when you're inside? This, but you don't want to see it.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ready. My name is Captain. Motion. 8. Motion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Nix to throw again. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability and evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
They have to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and 8.
Captain. Show.
Now it's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Nix. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard
Smith.
line.
Looking deep downfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
First down, Las Vegas.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Butts to kick off for the Broncos.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Out of the gun, Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Smith going to move him around. A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Here we go.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 and the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Genty. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Hey, let's go Wednesday. Who Wednesday?
Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with an amazing diving catch. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Raiders 14.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure, Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see 10 passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want their hands at all times.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Hey, check.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
Check. Hold on, set.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hold on, set.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here's McLaughlin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, it's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Alonso looked to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. And now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing now is Geno. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Bombers. To the right, yeah.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremy Chin able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Working out of the gun is Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nix. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Now it's Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now they'll change things up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Smith here, an audible at the line.
13 left.
Now Geno. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Broncos defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the 50, it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Middle. Slide. Rush in. Yo, rush in.
Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. Now inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just handed their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.